We're back. Lane Tech Flag Football is on the air. We're at North Grand High School at the corner of North and Grand in Chicago, Illinois, the greatest city in the world. And you are watching bonus coverage of the North Grand Eagle Owls against the Jones Eagles. So we got Eagles on Eagles. There's 20 seconds left in the game, and the Jones Eagles are defeating the North Grand Eagles 22-8. This is continuing coverage of the Lane Tech champion day-night doubleheader. Game 2 features the Bulls Academy Bulls against your Lane Tech champions in what is the final regular season game of this inaugural Lane Tech Flag football season. If you were not with us earlier, the Lane Tech champions easily handled the Mather Rangers 64-6 in a game that featured several 80-yard touchdown plays and was competitive at 14-6 before Lane Tech ran off 50 straight points in a combination of defensive scores, rushing plays, and big passing plays. So the champions have been relaxed for the last 3 hours as they waited for these games in between. And they will be ready to face the Bulls Academy in about 14 seconds. So as we said, this is the last regular season game. Lane Tech comes into this afternoon's contest 11-0, undefeated on the season. The closest game they've played all season was Thursday night at Taft, where they came away with an 18-8 win. The playoffs will start next week. We should have a playoff selection show. Not really. We'll have the playoff brackets for you sometime tomorrow once CPL and the flag football coaches get to them. But it appears as if there'll be 24 teams in the playoffs. The top 8 teams will get a bye on Tuesday. Their first game will be on Thursday. Teams 9 through 24 will play on Tuesday at sites to be determined. Once you get to Thursday would be the Sweet 16, and it'll be a 4-game sprint to the second ever Chicago Public League City Championship in flag football. If you're joining us from the tackle football game, good afternoon. The last score we saw, Lane Tech was winning 14-0 over the Clark Eagles. Lots of Eagles this afternoon. Not sure what's going on. A win today by the tackle football program would guarantee their first state playoff berth since 2016. So they're going to count off the last 5 seconds of this game. The Jones Eagles are going to defeat the North Grand Eagle Owls. And in just a few minutes, we will have your Lane Tech champions facing off against the Bulls Academy in the final regular season game for your champions. We'll be right back. What do you mean? Welcome back to Lane Tech Flag Football. It is the final day of the regular season in the second CPL Flag Football season. The champions come into this afternoon's game undefeated, 11-0. The information that we have is there's several other undefeated teams amongst the 50 Chicago Public League schools that are playing flag football this year. Simeon, Morgan Park, Back of the Yards, who is the defending city champions, and arch nemesis Whitney Young are all undefeated at this point and vying for a top seed in the tournament. So Coach Schwartz has had the girls relaxing for the last 3 hours. They did a stretch just to cool down after that first game. They've been loosening up for the last 15 or 20 minutes or so. Look ready to see. We'll have the coin toss in just a minute. But the first game was just an offensive display by the champions. Marissa Yulee had another amazing afternoon. Hooked up with Christy Savoya 4 times. Christy Savoya also had a pick-6 touchdown. Zamaya Mack had her first rushing touchdown of the year. Anita Crejo had her 5th and 6th receiving touchdowns. Ivy Thornborough got another interception, her 4th of the season. The Bulls Academy showing off their athleticism, doing some tumbling moves on the far sideline while they wait for this game to start. Looks like a good number of players for the Bulls. Looks like 14 players for the Bulls, which is great to see. We want to build this sport. It was 50 teams this year after it started last year with 22 teams. So we hope we can grow again next year, that the public league gets some more schools interested in playing flag football. It is a growing sport across the country. I think the referees are taking a break. They've been out here all day. They're running 45 seconds off the clock now, so maybe we'll have the coin toss after those guys get a break. But they were here for the 9 o'clock game, which was right before our 10 o'clock game, obviously. But so this would be their 6th game of the day. So we appreciate their dedication to being out here. So beautiful day at North Grand High School. Lots of people out, lots of people with lawn chairs, some cookouts, some lunch. Everybody enjoying this first day of October. Looking for another quick start from the champions. They've had that success ever since their second game against Schurz. Schurz, they started a little slow. But then starting with Sen at homecoming, which was their 3rd game, they've been able to get off the quick offensive starts, which gives them a great advantage. This game moves quickly. In the last game, though, there was a ton of possessions. $19 possessions in the Mather game this morning between both teams. As I said, Lane Tech scored once defensively. A 20-yard return pick six by Chrissy Savoyeva. But Coach Schwartz in that first game was able to run out almost all the players. Everybody got a shot to play offense and defense. Had some players in positions that you didn't usually see, and everybody acquitted themselves quite well. Just one large 80-yard run from the Mather quarterback / running back accounted for their 6 points. I think that might have been the only time they got into Lane Tech territory. So we're still waiting for the officials. They're taking a little break on the sideline, maybe having a little lunch. So we're going to take a break with them, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Lane Tech Flag Football. There is 20 minutes on the clock, but we are still waiting for the referees to come back out and get this game underway. The Bulls Academy warming up on the far sideline on the hash marks, running some pass patterns. Looks like their quarterback today, at least to start, is going to be number 6. I apologize. We do not have a roster for them, so we'll call off their numbers as best we can. The champions on this near sideline, ready to go. Getting the last couple sips of water. Making sure they got their play wristbands. So we should be ready to go in just a couple minutes. But a big day here at North Grand. This is at least the 6th game, and I'm not sure if there are any games after our start. Haven't seen much of these Bulls. This Bulls team, they were at Horner Park last week, played after we did, but we did not stay to scout them. Just watching them warm up, it appears that number 6 has an arm, so different than maybe the Mather team we played this morning that was run focused. There'll be some passing for this. They have the quarterback impressively rolling to her left and throwing right-handed, so a tough throw across her body, and she's getting the ball down 6, 7, 8 yards. So some pressure on our linebackers maybe this afternoon that we didn't see this morning. Here we go. Here comes the referees. 20 minutes on the clock. Coach Schwartz and Marissa Yulee going out for the coin toss. See who the captains are for the Bulls. Here's the coach of the Bulls, and she's going to bring her captain number 3 out to the 35. Why not? So we will get a coin toss, and then we will be underway in the final regular season game for the champions, an opportunity for them to go 12-0 on the season, finish their conference slate undefeated, and more than likely get a very high seed in the upcoming CPL playoffs. Looks like the Bulls might have won the toss, which would put Marissa Yulee's offense on the field first. Waiting for an indication. Marissa and Coach Schwartz make their way back to the north sideline. Great crowd here for the to support the champions. North Grand looked like they had a big crowd for their home game. They didn't have to travel up to Horner Park this week to play. They got to play right here. Beautiful artificial turf, not too old. I think maybe just 5 or 6 years old for the North Grand field. And we are underway. It's going to be the defense on the field first for Lane. So we'll set the defense for you. Sophie Hung is going to be the rusher. Ivy Thornborough is going to be the middle linebacker. Michaela Brown is going to be an outside linebacker. Then we got Anita Crejo out there. Sadia Rodriguez will probably be the other linebacker. And Christy Savoyeva as a Savoyeva and Crejo on the corners. Yulee the deep safety. Ivy Thornborough in the middle. So a chance to set the tone defensively first for Lane Tech. Have to see if they've lost any of the energy they had in the opening game. We were a little worried, 10 o'clock start. They had to get up early. But now that they've had a couple hours to relax, can they regain that momentum? So we are underway. Fake the handoff. Then they pitch it outside to number 1. Crejo, one-on-one, literally. Crejo pulls a flag about the 23-yard line. So that's where we will start. Bulls possession on their own 20, second and about 18. So they faked an inside handoff, and then the quarterback, number 6, turned and pitched to her left. to number 1, tried to get outside. The Lane defense just stretched that out all the way to the sideline. Nowhere for number 1 to go. Bulls taking a little bit of time here in the huddle. Trying to get the play clock going here. You hear somebody counting it down. They're going to have to get these plays in a little bit faster. There's the pitch, fake to nobody. Number 6, the quarterback, gets outside, but Sophie Hung has a flagpole right there. Really right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to move it up to the 25. But the Bulls have to get these plays in a little bit faster, or this is going to be a minimal possession game. So 3rd and 15. Right now, can't tell. We have to get a little more familiarity with this Bulls offense to see if these are busted plays, if somebody's going the wrong way, or if they're designed to fake to the right side with nobody there and then get out. So number 23 centers the ball. Quarterback rolls to her left, throws back right. The same play they were practicing. Tipped by a Bull and then tipped by Ivy Thornborough. That's going to bring up 4th down, 18-18, and the clock running. It's 4th and 15 for the Bulls. That play went off a little bit faster, but that was the same play we saw them warming up on. They had the right-handed quarterback roll to her left and come back and try and throw to the right. Even if that had been completed, it wouldn't have been near a 1st down. The ball was tipped by Thornborough about the 30-yard line. So looks like they're going to punt. Marissa Yulee back, deep center, Chrissy Savoyeva and Anita Crejo. Ball's going to bounce at the 45. Yulee at the 50. Comes to her left, gets outside. Flagpole right at the 46-yard line by number 7. So Lane Tech will take over in great field possession on the Bulls 47 for their first offensive series. So let's set the offense for you. Marissa Yulee at quarterback, Chrissy Savoyeva. Numbers, Anita Crejo, Florencia Fabian, Michaela Brown, Maggie Yost is going to center the ball, and C.K. Crudo out on the far right-hand side. Fabian in the backfield with Yulee. She comes out to the left. Deep ball over the middle. There you go. Chrissy Savoyeva taking off right where she left off. Gets her flag pulled at the 19-yard line, so that's going to be a 1st down for Lane Tech. But right where we left off this morning with the great combination of Yulee to Savoyeva. Wow, they put that down. They put that down outside the 20, so it's 2nd down and half a yard. 16:30 on the clock. So Lane Tech has a couple plays here to get a 1st down. But we'll call that a 27-yard pass anyway. Yulee surveys what she got. She can't run. Ball's up in the air. Almost intercepted. Number 15 was there. Trying to get Anita Crejo. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short. The problem there is Yulee can't run because it's inside that 5-yard window. So 3rd down, just need a quick pass here to get a 1st down. Look for Fabian maybe on the wheel route. She's next to Yulee. Yulee's right-hand side. Savoyeva far left. Michaela Brown in the slot. There you rush. Here comes the rush. Ball outside to Crejo. Dropped. So you're going to bring up 4th and 1. 4th and 1 for the champions right now. Just need a quick pass. See what formation they come out in. Coach usually likes to go into that bunch formation here, but no, you're going to send Michaela Brown wide left, Crudo wide right, Crejo in the slot, Fabian left. Got to be quick. Incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs. So after a big 1st down play, we're going to turn it over to the Bulls on their 21-yard line. So just couldn't get that extra yard. Sometimes when you can't run, add some difficulty to it. So here come the Bulls. Lane. Wait, we're still offense. So maybe the ball was touching the 20, and this is only 3rd down. I'm confused. So Lane Tech still has the ball. But this would make it 3rd and goal, so you could run, complete over the middle to Floran. There's a flag down on the tackle. So Fabian caught the ball, gets down inside the 10-yard line. Not sure if the Bulls player had her shirt and the flag or what, but dragged her down about the 7-yard line. So we'll see. Can't say a signal from the referee. But Lane Tech has the ball. Call it the 7-yard line. They come to the line. They're favored bunch formation. Yulee surveys the field. You have wide open is Savojevo. Touchdown. Flag was pulled right at the goal line, but the referee signals touchdown. So Lane Tech 6-0 on their first drive. So that's a 47-yard drive with a 7-yard touchdown pass. Yulius Savojevo again. Lane Tech will line up and go for 2. Clock is running with 13:10. Bulls will take over on their own 20. Everybody to the left of Yulee, save for Florencia Fabian. Savojevo comes back to the right. So now you got 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Yost centers the ball. Fabian runs their wheel route deep over the middle to Savojevo, bobbles it, brings it down. 2-point conversion, good. Lane Tech, 8-0, 12:45 remaining in the game, in the half. Now let's see if the Bulls can come out and answer. They're going to take over at their own 20. Mack out on the field now. Chloe Trotter on this series. Sadia Rodriguez moves inside to be the rusher. Maggie Yost, the middle linebacker. Trotter and Brown on the right side. Mack and Savojevo on the left. Savojevo on the left. Yulee still the safety. So number 6 brings her team to the line. 3 receivers left. 1 deep running back. Number 3 close to the center. Fakes the handoff. Broken up by Savojevo. Looking on a short pass for number 23. Savojevo read that well. Broken up is going to be 2nd down from the 20. Lane Tech would love to have another shutout here after giving up the 6 points to Mather. Not sure what tiebreakers look like in this playoff bracket, but I'm sure that points allowed is somewhere in there. Here come the Bulls to the line. Number 23 is going to center it. 3 receivers to the right this time. Quarterback rolls to her left, brings it back, completed to number 3. Great tackle right away by Chloe Trotter. Great flag pull. It's going to be 3rd down. The ball's going to go down at the 28-yard line. So 3rd down and 12 for the Bulls. Need to get the ball out to the 40-yard line. Spending a lot of time in the huddle again. So 3rd down, here they come to the line. 23 is going to center again. No running backs this time. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 6 takes the ball. She does pitch it. Little counter action. Great job by Sadia Rodriguez. It's going to be for a loss, a 2-yard loss. Running back came off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback moved to her right. Running back was come to the left. But the Lane Tech defense stayed home, played their position, and it's going to force a punt from Bulls. So same formation you had. You got Trotter on the right, Savojevo on the left, Yulee in the center. They're going to punt from their own 28-yard line. Here's the snap. The kick. Good kick this time. Yulee goes back to her 45, up to the 50, cuts it back right at the 49-yard line. Great flag pull by number 14 for the Bulls. Great job. So Yulee with a 6-yard return. It's a 27-yard punt with a 6-yard return. But Lane Tech is going to take over again on the Bull side of the field. call it the 49 this time. Trotter, Crudo, number 14, Stephanie Mata out there this time. Running back behind Yulee. Everybody else bunched to the line of scrimmage. Thornborough snaps the ball to the middle. Ivy Thornborough at the 42. See where they spot it, but it's going to be a nice 7-8 yard gain. Yulee to Thornborough down to the 41. So the benefit of the field position there is now it's only 2nd and 1. Got to just have the ball across the 40-yard line. No run available for Yulee because of the field position. Everybody bunched. Running back behind her. She pitches. Going to be another throw. Pass to Yulee. She gets across the line of scrimmage. Flagpole missed. Yulee diving. Yulee's going to score. I'm going to call that a 41-yard touchdown pass. Savoyeva to Yulee. Lane Tech takes a 14-0 lead. So a little bit of trickeration, same trickeration we saw in the first game, except this time instead of Rodriguez, it's Yulee. So 41 yards. So these two have just connected for multiple scores today. Savoyeva's second touchdown pass of the day to go with her pick 6 and her 5 touchdowns in the first game. Rodriguez next to Yulee. Yulee surveys everything she's got. She's going to go deep back in the end zone. 2 receivers there. Trotter coming from the left. Just knocked it away maybe at the last minute. So it's going to be 14-0 Lane Tech. 7 minutes and 30 seconds when this ball is snapped. Have to see if the Bulls can generate any offense right now. Short passing game. There's a timeout on the field. Clock is still running. They're not stopping the clock, so we'll see where they. So you're going to put 7:25 on the clock. Not sure who took the timeout. Might have been Bulls. So Lane Tech leads Bulls 14-0 on the strength of 2 Marissa Yulee touchdown passes. Well, I take that back. 1 Marissa Yulee touchdown pass and 1 Marissa Yulee touchdown reception, because Christy Savoyeva has 1 touchdown reception and 1 touchdown pass. 14-0, 7:25 on the clock. First half of the last game of the regular season. Bulls are getting ready. Lane Tech better get out there before we get another weird Whitney Young situation. So Brown, Hung, Trotter, Rodriguez, Mack, Savoyeva playing safety now, and Maggie Yost is the middle linebacker. That's your Lane Tech defense. Number 23 for Bulls is going to center the ball. Number 6 is going to call for it. Just 1 receiver to the right, everybody else to the left of the ball. Brings somebody in motion. No, she wanted somebody to come in motion. So that's actually number 3 out there. She gets the ball to number 1 on the sideline. Missed the flagpole. 1 person to beat. She got Chrissy Savoyeva. Here comes Sadia Rodriguez. What hustle from Sadia Rodriguez. Sadia Rodriguez came from her rush position, caught up all the way down, but all the way down to the 35 for Bulls. So that is a 45-yard pass play for Bulls. First down and 15. First down and 15. That pass play, that quarterback number time was number 3. Got the ball to the sideline to number 1, and she had some speed down the sideline. Looked like some Lane Tech missed flagpoles, but a huge pass play now. First down and 15 for the Bulls. There's the snap. Fake handoff, roll to the left by number 3. Here comes Sophia. Sophia Hung with the sack. Back to the 38-yard line. Great speed by Sophia Hung. Nothing open. Great coverage by the Lane Tech champions downfield. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18. Clock is running. We're at 6 minutes on the game clock. Keep in mind, Lane Tech will get this ball back to start the second half. So if they can cause a turnover here, much like they did in the first game, score, get the ball back, score. So 3 is going to take the snap from 23. Straight run by number 3. Miss from Sophia Hung. So that ball down inside the – no, she did. All right, so Sophia got it at the 28-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. That was a straight run play from the Bulls. They've switched quarterbacks. After their first 2 series, they moved from number 6 to number 3. Number 6 out here kind of in a slot position. This drive started on the Bulls' 20, now down inside the 30-yard line on the 28. Bulls just a little slow coming out of the huddle. They got number 1 going far left again, number 6 coming far right. Everybody else on the left. Quarterback looks left, rolls left. 7 gets that out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So 4th and 2. 4th and 2 for the Bulls right now. Got to believe they're going to go for it. No rush. They're inside the 25-yard line. Everything really looking like it's going to go short for the Bulls right now. No deep threat, at least as far as the quarterback is concerned. Looking for their formation. Everybody to the left side of the football right now. 3 waits for the snap. She stays in the pocket. Now she rolls a little bit. She's got somebody deep in the end zone. She can't run. Ball's deep to number 1, just off her hands. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. She looked to run, realized she couldn't. Had number 1 in the end zone wide open, but the ball went off her hands, and it's going to be turned over on downs to Lane Tech. So all their timeouts, clock's running at 4:15. Lane Tech looks to add to their 14-0 lead. Coach has all 3 timeouts. Maggie Yost is going to center the ball. Michaela Brown on the left. Fake the pitch to Fabian. Deep over the middle. Got Crejo. Crejo at the 45. Tackled again. Clock's running 3:48. Great catch by Crejo. Ball's down at the 45, so 1st and 15 for Lane Tech. Clock's running 3:40. They're going to huddle up. Coach gets the play in. Second time a Lane Tech player has hit the ground on a flagpole. So here we go. Maggie Yost to center the ball. Straight back for Yulee. Little bunch formation. She's looking deep. She's got Crejo at the 50. Flagpole at the 49. So just a short gain on that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9. Clock's running though 3:05. Nobody really broke loose from that bunch formation that time. Bulls had great coverage. Bulls are playing man-to-man with a deep safety. There should be a free runner somewhere. Now 6 out. Nobody rushing Yulee. There comes a blitz from the safety position. Ball over the middle to Crudo at the 35. The safety came on a blitz. Had a blood-curdling scream as she ran at Marissa Yulee. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So they dropped the initial rusher, dropped off into coverage. Then the safety came late. There is a run available for Yulee here. The ball's on the 49, so she can go. Ball's deep, slips out of her hand a little bit. Savoyeva comes back, tries to get it, but the ball was just short. So it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 9, 2:01, 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, so there's going to be a punt. Lane Tech's going to punt rather than go for it. Play the field position game with 1:50. Sorry, never restarted the clock. 1:50. Big punt. Ball's down to the 20. It's going to take a bounce right there. Number 7 picks it up. Flagpole. by Savoyeva right at the 20, but a huge high kick. So we're going to be at, oh, sorry, what's going on? We just had some camera flicker, that's all. The camera is flickering, I'm not sure why. So 1:14 on the clock and running, so we'll get, not sure if the Bulls can get the playoff before the 1 minute warning. So we're going to get the 1 minute warning. But the clock keeps running. The time is on the field. Number 3 gets the ball. You got 23 short, comes back to the middle. Complete to number 14. Great play by her. A little physical play. Pushed Julie off of her. Ball's on the 35. 39 seconds on the game clock. Referee has the official time on the field. 2nd down and 5. 23 to center the ball. Number 3 rolls. Number 7 gets it, but it's Sadia Rodriguez right there. We'll try and fix this flicker at halftime, folks. I'm sorry. 21 seconds. Not sure why the clock is stopped. Number 3, everybody deep, nobody rushing the quarterback. Short, see what they call that right there. Flag pull right at the 47-yard line. They're going to stop the clock. Halftime. All right, so at halftime, Lane Tech leads 14-0. We'll be right back with second half action. All right, we are back with second half action of Lane Tech and Bulls Academy flag football. At the half, it is Lane Tech 14, the Bulls nothing. Lane Tech will get the ball to start the second half, looking to add to their 14-0 lead. Referee puts the ball down. Mercy Yulee brings her team to the line, and we are off. Start the clock. There we go. Florencia Fabian going to go 80 yards. And that's the way you start the second half. Fabian with her 4th rushing touchdown of the year. 80 yards to get this half started. Just what Lane Tech needed, not to let the Bulls think they were in this football game. Lane Tech sets up for the extra point. Yulee's got Fabian to her right running the wheel. Got Savoyeva deep over the middle. Fabian gets the 2 points. Ran the wheel route and then came back across the middle. So she gets all 8 points on that drive. Puts the champions up 22-0. So here come the Bulls looking for another answer. They had some big plays in that first half. Big pitch and catch by number 1 on a little wide receiver screen. Got the ball into Lane Tech territory, but Lane Tech stiffened. Other than that, just several short passes, a nice run by the quarterback, number 3. So we've had 2 quarterbacks this game. Let's see what we got. So number 6, who was a starting quarterback, back behind center. 23 is going to center the ball. Everybody was right of that formation. Quarterback rolls to her left, comes back to number 3, avoids Michaela Brown. Michaela Brown sticks with it. Nice flag pull right at the 25-yard line. So 2nd and 15 for Bulls. Clock is running 17:45. 22-0 Lane Tech. Bulls taking a long time in that huddle again. Sophie Hung is the rusher. Brown and Rodriguez, left and right linebackers. Ivy Thornborough in the middle. Fake, you're going to get the run to number 1. Sophie Hung for a loss back to the 21-yard line. Great job, great speed. She's done a great job all season as that rusher, making sure nobody gets outside her. Don't have stats for sacks, but she's got a bunch. She and Rodriguez have dominated that position. So 3rd down. Coach is yelling instructions right now, trying to get his Bulls to speed up. 3rd down, they have to get the ball to the 40, about 3rd and 17. Number 3 is the quarterback this time. 3 receivers left. She rolls out to her right. She's got 6 quick. Broken up by Rodriguez that time. Jumped in front of number 23. Rodriguez with great defensive position from her left linebacker spot. So punt time for the Bulls. Trotter's going to come in for Crejo on the punt. She's going to be on the right, Savoyeva on the left, Yulee in the center. So a quick 3 and out right there for the Bulls. Clock's running 16-17. The ball's just coming back in bounds, so time clicking off on the Bulls. Champions help them out. So it's going to be great field position one more time for Lane Tech. They'll get it in Bulls territory, see where this return gets to. 3 is going to punt this time. Punt, the ball bounces at about the 44-yard line. Yulee struggling to pick it up. Another tackle. So actually they're going to start on their own 45. So 55 yards to the goal line, 15 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Lane Tech looks to build on this 22-0 lead. So here comes the Lane offense. Out there right now, Nubia Cortez, Anita Crejo, Michaela Brown, Maggie Yost. See who else we got when they break the huddle. Yuli Rodriguez and Manassas. Bunch formation, everybody on the line. Crejo goes to the outside, inside of Yost. Straight back at the 40. Valmesi out there also. Ball deep over the middle to Manassas. She gets it at the 33. She's off. She's going to be brought down about the 20-yard line, but Ruby Manassas caught the ball at the 33. It's going to be a 30. Where are they going to put it down? 30. 34-yard pass completion. There's a timeout on the field. 14:20 clocks. The game clock's still running, so I'm not sure we're going to do about that. The referee will keep the time, so we'll stop our clock, see what they do. But a great play by Ruby Manassas. Ran a little post, started on the outside, came back inside, caught it in the middle, caught it at the 33-yard line, picked up 10 more yards before she had her flag pulled at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 2 for Lane Tech. First down available for them. Yulee cannot run. Nobody can run. Got to pass to get this first down from that position. So 1st and 2. Lane Tech breaks the huddle. Same people on the field. Valmesi's out there. Valmesi, Rodriguez, Brown, Crejo. Cortez. One receiver to the left, everybody else to the right. Manassas runs the post inside that time, just off the fingers of Rodriguez. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like the middle's wide open now for Lane Tech. That's where Yuli's looking. They're quick to the line this time. No huddle. She calls out the play. Rodriguez slightly off the line of scrimmage. Yulee looks right. Back over the middle again. Wide open is Brown. Just off her hands. Brings up 3rd down and 2. There's some openings for Lane Tech now to get this 4th touchdown. 3rd down and 2, just need something short. Get it across the 20-yard line. Valmesi all the way outside to the left. Brown on the right. Every pattern of Crejo just kind of turns around. Here comes the rush. Yulee directing traffic. She's looking deep. There's a flag down. Marissa Yulee got tackled on the sideline by number 11. So that's going to be a 1st down for Lane Tech. Not sure what the call is there, but Yulee looks okay. See how many yards they put on this. The ball was at the 22, so 10-yard penalty. Going to be 1st down for Lane Tech at the 12. 1st down. Great coverage that time downfield from the Bulls. Just a little exuberant on trying to get the flag from Yulee. So here we go again. Crejo comes to the right this time. Yulee. Or we just moved the whole center. Okay, the ball's between the hash and the numbers. Everybody to the left except Crejo. Waits for the snap. Michaela Brown goes way left. In the middle. Uh-oh, interception. Number 6 intercepts that ball. Interception for Marissa Yulee. Great play by the Bulls. Number 6 had that covered all the way. Picked it off in the end zone, brought it back to about the 12-yard line. So 1st and 8 for Bulls. They just need to get it out to the 20-yard line. So here, how do they just respond defensively is what we like to see. 11:50 on the clock and running. Yulee gets to play safety, tries to get a little revenge maybe.